Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we will discuss the problem number 12, which is integer to Roman. In this problem we need to convert the integer into the Roman, which is very easy, and we have few numbers, few values, and having symbols for that values. Okay, now it's time to understand the problem statement. That Roman numbers are represented by 7 different symbols, which is I, V, X, L, C, D, M. We can pronounce it both. I are once. Okay, both are correct. Example, if we need to write 2 as a Roman, that we can write it as double I, and 3 for triple I, and 12, that means X represent as a 10 and 2 represent as 2. And if we add up both Roman numbers, X double I, that means 12. Okay, in example number 1, we have an input num 3 and we have output 3. Because 3 represent 3 1. As I mentioned earlier, we can pronounce it I R once, both are correct. But in nums, we have 58. The output is LV triple I. L means 50. V mean 5. So L and V, that 55. And now 3 ones. 3 ones mean 3. That means 55 plus 3, which is equals to 58. Let's try to understand it. We have L plus V plus 3 ones. Okay, sorry, which is equals to LV triple I. But in numbers, L mean 50, okay, and V means 5, alright, and 3 ones means 3. So 50 plus 5 plus 3, that means 58 is the right answer for this Roman number. So in Roman, we will write 58 like that, and as an integer, we will write 58 like that. Hope you understand this problem, conditions, and statement. Okay. Now we will jump on the code. I have created two lists. First list I have created for all the numbers I have stored in it, which is given in the problem statement. And the second list I have created for storing the symbols. Okay, I have stored all the symbols in the second list. Now further I took a variable Roman and stored a empty string on it. Now we need to apply the for loop on that numbers because we are converting integer to Roman. That's why we first of all iterate the loop on it, and after that we will check that according to that number what is the symbol for this number, and we will check what is the symbol for this number. Okay, so for that I apply a loop for I in range length of numbers. Okay, and apply the condition in a while loop. I applied a while loop that nums, if nums, that while nums is greater than or equal to the numbers of I. So it will check that if I in that numbers is greater than or equal to that num which is given into the problem, it will store, it will it will pick that symbol on the same position. On the same position, it will pick the symbol and store into the Roman. One by one, it will store and it will minus that number into the nums. We will implement it. Now you will understand. Okay. Now here, for example, we have 3 in nums. We have 3 in numbers. Okay. For I in nums, what is I here? First of all, I is this. At 0th index, I is 1000. In while condition, numbers should be greater than or equal to the numbers of I. Numbers of I 1000. Is 3 greater than or equal to 1000? No. it is not, will not run. Again, our for loop for I in range. Okay, iteration loop I will be updated and it will check same for the 900. Our loop will run until our while condition not satisfied. Okay, so it will jump on next to next indexes, and at this index it will pick 4 over here. It will pick 4. It will check nums should be greater than or equal to numbers of I. Numbers of I is 4. Now we have I is 4. The condition will not satisfy. Again our for loop will run. It will pick I. Okay, it will pick 1. It will check. Now it checked that if I, which is 1, is less than or equal to the 3, that means the 3 should be greater than or equal to 1. So condition is satisfied here. 3 is greater than, while loop will run. In while loop, for the same position, that I, for the same position, now I is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At 12th index, it will check at 12th index on symbols. What is the symbol? Symbol I. Symbol I is here. What it will do? It will store that symbol into the Roman, as I mentioned here, that it will store that symbol into the Roman in that empty string. Okay, now we have I in Roman for the first iteration. Now the numbers of I, which is 1, it will minus that num. We have num 3 and we have numbers of I 1. 3 minus 1, 2. Now we have 2 in nums. Okay, we have 3 in num. Perfect. For the second iteration, it will check again and again until the while condition will not meet. Okay, but when the condition will satisfy, what it will do? It will do the same. It will store the symbols of I, which is again 1, because condition for 2 also same. 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Condition is satisfied because 2 is greater than 1. So it will store the symbol, same symbol I, into the Roman. Now we have 2I, like 2 ones in the Roman. Again, it will minus that numbers of I. Numbers of I is 1 and it will minus num. We have num 2. 2 minus 1, we have 1 left. For now, we have 1 in num. It will check for 1. Okay, now you will understand why we put equal in that condition, in while condition. Okay, while num are greater than or equal to numbers of I, it for loop will iterate all the numbers, and when it comes to 1, it will check num is equal to or greater to numbers of 1, numbers of I. So here we have 1 in nums. 1 equal to 1, yes. Condition satisfies. So the symbols of I, that means same I, 1, it will store that string into the, that symbol into the Roman. So we have 3I in Roman. Again, it will minus that number into the nums. So we have a num 0 for that time. Condition is satisfied because we iterate, num is 0. Now it will jump on the return statement and return the Roman.